Hello, everyone's. I am here for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 6, Episode 14. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you a family member, you one of my peoples, welcome back. So we're going to start off with A1 and Lyrica. A1, he is in his feelings because Big Lyrica just basically let him know how she felt about the way he been acting and the cheating and all those things. So now he just wants to keep the mama out of their personal business. But I was like, I don't see that working too long because, Pam, she like to jump into y'all business. Big Lyrica like to jump into y'all business. But you saying you want to keep the mamas out of it. So I guess y'all can work things out for yourselves. I guess, but she is performing a song that she co-wrote with A1 at the bad time, about the bad times they've been through. I could not read my reading right then, y'all. It didn't make sense even though I was reading it, but like the audience was a mixture of they was dancing to some was just standing there, and at one point I was like, that dude just standing there, he act like ain't no music going on, but then I seen Paris just walk across the scene like this. I had to make sure I saw that right, and I rewound, and sure enough it's she seen the camera right there, and she's like, this is my time, and she was just rolled by. I was like, okay, I guess you needed your moment right then. I mean, it'd be different if you was just happened to be dancing and the camera was right there. She was faced directly towards the camera as she cheesed as she was going by. Now, Apple, she seems to be handling, her anger, since, Yo-Yo told her she need to calm down. You just can't be, jumping every time somebody done did you wrong. Cause when Paris strolled over there, she hanging out with Tierra, and Paris rose up, and her first thought was, it's on site. You threw some Hennessy at me. Now, therefore, we need to fight. But, Paris was like, it ain't even all about that, child. I wasn't even, you was not my intended target. Paris says how the beef was never with her, it was with Britney because they had beef with Britney. Now my thing is, y'all took on beef of Britney because April had some kind of issue / beef with Britney, and y'all was friends with April, so y'all was like, okay, my friend ain't friends with her, so we not gonna like her. Y'all took on that beef, and then she turned around and started hanging out with the girl, and then y'all got mad all over again because we didn't take on this beef for you. And now you hanging out with this girl. We done cut up several foods, and we had to ride in a separate car going to Las Vegas, and now you hanging out with this girl. But they hugged it out, and it was like, okay, everything is cool and all. I'm not gonna beat you up right now. I'm like, that was very good at Apple, because I thought Apple was just gonna put her drink down or hand it to somebody and start swinging, because that seemed like the kind of way Apple would be. But I'm glad she was like, you know what? She's trying to get her music career. She want to have her shoe line. And she just can't be out here just beating up people like that. I don't know what is going on with this piece of hair back here. Anyways. So, Zell says he's going to do a fashion show and his music at the same time. I guess, showcase his music as the fashion show was going on. And Tierra says she's working on her EP as well, and she wants to work with Apple. So, now he mad because you my cousin, and I've been trying to get you in the studio for the longest, and you been just paying me this. He does admit the first time he got into the studio with Alexa Sky, it was not the best, and I had forgot about that until, Mona loves rolling that beautiful beam footage, and we seen him in the studio with Alexa Sky, and they was both out here looking like, yeah, that is not your, this is not your future. You do not have a future in music. So maybe he's better. I do not know. He's going on about how she was supposed to be on the studio with him, and he paid for studio time, producers and engineers, and how she stood him up, and he went through a lot to get that movement. I was like, he talking about something, I'm setting you up, I can set you up with this. I was like, have you set yourself up with this? How was you paying for all these producers and studio time and engineers when just 2 episodes ago you did not have money for your rent, boo-boo? So how was this working out? Was this before you didn't have money for your rent and you was doing these things? Was this after you had some money and you got that little bit of money from Jason Lee from selling that story about April and Fizz? Like, you was out here doing all these things. And my thing is, now, I do not follow any of these people on social media, so I don't know how passionate Zell is with his music. We did see that little bit of time that one time he tried to get in the studio with Alexa Scott, but we know that Apple wants to be a rapper. That is what she said when she came on the scene. She wants to stop stripping so she can become a rapper. We know that she wants to be in the music industry. It wasn't until this season that, you know, he showed what he, you know, it was towards the, like a few episodes ago, he talking about something, he wanted to break out into the music, and she's like, I didn't know this was where you wanted to go. And I'm just trying to figure out, like, what kind of connections that you have that can get her these deals? Like, or have you got these deals for yourself? Or are you just talking and you mad right now? I don't know. So he's having auditions for people for, I guess, his runway or his music. I don't really know. But, like, why are we telling Booby about your issues with Tier because you want to work with Apple? Like, yeah, Booby your friend, but you didn't stop your whole audition so you can doggone basically cry on Booby's shoulder about how, yeah, Tier was out here. She's staying in my house, and I've been trying to get her to work with me and my work on a song with me, and now she's trying to work with Apple, and she doing this, that, and the third. I'm like, bruh, time is money. You're supposed to be out here auditioning people. So why are you wasting your time, you know, crying on this man's shoulders? Like I just, even he said his mouth gets reckless. And I was like, that's not a good thing to have when you're trying to start off in the music business, having a reckless mouth and saying anything, the first thing to come out your mouth, whether it's going to hurt somebody's feelings or not. But he might want to get that under control because, like, he got a reckless mouth out here. So, Monique says, hell have no fury like a woman scorn. Basically, I'm going to do anything in my power. Like, revenge is a disturbed worm. Like, yes, I think that's how it goes. If it don't, y'all go ahead and correct me in the comments below. But she got some, you know, a hold of some messages from April's, you know, former best friend, Jess with the Mess. Now, Jess with the Mess shared some things with Moniece, and Moniece put these things on the internet. I don't know if she told the story to Jason Lee, but they got on the app on the internet. She was saying how Fizz was going out, leaving the key. April was going out, leaving the kids at home with Fizz. And he does everything for her. She was messing around with some dude, telling Fizz that this is the prototype. This is the kind of dude that she wants. And Fizz was sitting there looking stupid. Like, rolling down all of these things. Now, I was like, ooh. Your former best friend was out here talking about you. See, that's why you can't tell everybody anything, even though if y'all been friends since you was 5 years old. Because some people, y'all get mad at each other, and they want to go tell any and everything they know about you. But I was like, it was a good little kiki or whatever. But, like, Moniece, I just want her to get herself together and just start doing what Omarion does and just pace these two does. Now, I just think it would be very, very funny if Omarion popped on the show for just one quick scene with Moniece and, like, I know what you're going through. If you ever need somebody to talk to, I am here. And that would doggone it crush Fizz and April. Because these two are still going on and on about how Fizz was there for April when she needed him most, when she was crying and when she was drinking herself into stupors. He was there for the kids, but at the same time is, you know, having Cam lied to Moniece about his locations, not telling Moniece where her child's father lives at, so I will know if something happens where my child is, taking my child to a state where I didn't know he was going to be at, having my child lie to me, and y'all think that is okay. I am not here for it. So, I guess Kay, she gonna go through with the surrogate with Tone after they didn't, you know, got a few things together. Like, she wants nothing to do with the pregnancy. You gonna carry my baby, you gonna get your check, and then you gonna hand my baby over to me, you know, once the baby is born. Yeah, I don't want to be going to ultrasounds with you because it's too painful for me to watch somebody else carry my baby. So she wants Tony to meet some of the people who are going to be in Atlanta because she moving back to Atlanta, y'all. So I guess it's set up for her to be back on the next season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So she wants Tony to meet some of our friends. We got Carly Red and we got Sabrina. And now, I don't know if it was because she, talk a little country, but she said she wants to, it sounded like that she wanted Tony to pull something out of her vagina so her babies are not contaminated. Or maybe she was saying put in her vagina, but either way, they ended up putting some yoni eggs in. Well, Tony and Sabrina did. And I was like, I don't know what was going on with the babies being contaminated and putting something in or taking something out of the vagina or Tony's vagina. I wasn't really understanding that. And if y'all know what she was talking about, please leave a comment below so y'all can, get y'all girl up to speed. Because I didn't know what was going on. Was she talking about pulling something out so the babies won't be contaminated? I was like, contaminated by what? So y'all, she shows up at April and Fizz's house. And she said that she hadn't talked to April in a while. They was best good friends. Went back like Forrest and Bubba, Forrest and Jenny. And, they got mad at each other, wasn't talking for whatever reason. So, her mouth got reckless. Moniece called and was venting. So she decided to vent back. And like half the stuff wasn't even true. So now they talking about some, see, Moniece is crazy. Well, I'm like, first of all, Moniece calls you. How did Moniece get your number, boo-boo? How did that happen? To where Moniece just got access to you like that? Like, how did she get your number to call you? That's the first thing. And second, you was venting back to her saying all these things about April. But now is, I want to see Moniece because I want to fight Moniece. Why do you want to fight Moniece? You're mad at Moniece because of the things you're saying. You were mad at Moniece for putting out what you yourself said when you was mad. So now she's talking about she want to be friends with April again. And April's like, I don't know if I can do this. You've hurt me and all these things. She didn't flick her hair, but she was going through all of those things and whatnot. Earlier in the episode, I guess they was at her and Fizz's house, or she and Fizz's house, if you want to be correctly, I don't know, whatever. And she was saying how hard it was and that she had to stay with Omari and how she would have been so miserable and she don't want to cry because she is so happy. And why does everybody have something to say about her relationship? But I was like, because you put it on social media and you got on a reality show. That's why people have something to say about it. Had y'all sat quietly and not been on social media or a reality show flaunting your relationship, people wouldn't have anything to say. Now would they? No, but back to just with the mess, or just hilarious, being mad at Moniece. Okay. So let's say Moniece called you up and she got the venting for you. You took it upon yourself to, okay, you mad, you don't like April right now, I'm going to jump on and I'm going to start venting too. Not knowing that she was going to take this information and put it out on social media. So now you looking bad because you was talking bad about somebody who was your friend. Supposedly best friend. So now I'm mad at you for what I said and that you put it out there. Like, really? This is what we doing? Like, okay, y'all. I guess it was, Tierra Marie before she was going to be out in somebody's apartment because, hello, here you go. What was her name? Nikki, she was talking about something. I showed up because I had a roommate. I'm like, okay, but when was, okay, you have a roommate, you let Tierra stay with your apartment. How come Tierra's place ain't ready yet? Anyways, I'm going on. I'm blabbering. Dang. Child, this episode, I'm all over the place right now. So, y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, and you can become one of my peoples. If you're returning, you a family member, and you already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.